Hello, Leah. It's so nice to have you on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm great. It's so great to be here.
Beautiful, and thank you so very much for being here. You see, I truly appreciate you. And you see, Leah, oftentimes I love to thank my guest for two things. And I do this so often to the point where it has become my anthem. So, firstly, Leah, I want to say thank you so very much for investing in yourself. You see, you are on this platform right now because you did invested in yourself. And oftentimes, Leah, I love to make reference to the amazing mango tree. Let's say some couple of months back, I was on a particular road, and just by the roadside, Leah, there was this very tall, unattractive mango tree. And I used the word unattractive because the mango tree's got no mangoes on it, and the leaves were all dry. So I just walked past it and I went my way. But you see, Leah, just recently I was on that same road. And this time around, a lot's changed about the mango tree, you see. The mango tree caught my attention pretty good for me these days. And immediately I got the urge to move so close to it, of which I did. And it wowed me because now the mango tree's got a lot of mangoes on it, beautiful green leaves and healthy branches. And not just mangoes now, Leah. I'm talking about ripe mangoes. It was such a lovely experience that day, and I was so, so excited. There is my point. The fact that you dedicated your time, energy, and resources to becoming the amazing Leah that you are today, that alone has made it impossible for me to skip you. And that's why you say that you got a request for me to be on the show because I was attracted to the fruit of all that you're doing. Your work, your journey, your insight, your philosophies, the way you're offering the solutions, Leah, this stuff's so beautiful. And just before I sent you that request, I said to myself, I've got to benefit from these beautiful things Leah is doing. Because I've got some folks around who it takes them, I'm trying to exaggerate now, it takes them decades to get dressed. So I've got to benefit from this beautiful stuff Leah's doing. So I've got to say thank you so very much for doing that yourself. And secondly, thank you for saying yes to the invite. Because if you had said
You're
nope,
welcome.
there is nothing Elisha could do about it. Thanks so much, Leah.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So let's do it. Let's get started. You see, I am quite excited to have you on the show today, Leah, for some reasons. Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking. I believe in order for one to transition from a terrible situation to that of a beautiful one, Leah, I believe it takes the application of knowledge, quality information, and not just knowledge alone, but the application of it. And you see, my wonderful Leah, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew means knowledge and darkness ignorance, I've been so keen to knowledge seeking. Why? Because I do not want to remain in the dark. So that's going to make our conversation today very important to me and even to the listeners. And the second reason I'm excited to have the incredible Leah on the show is for the sake of the audience. You see, Leah, we live in an age where information is as abundant as grains of sand. We've got a lot of information flying out there. So these folks trust me for quality, eye-opening, and very important information, of which I am totally convinced, Leah, that our conversation is going to be insightful and impactful. So for that reason, let's get started with your introduction. Talk to us about your personal or the professional journey, because right now we are so curious. Want to know how Leah got here. Then afterwards, I've gotten some beautiful questions for you. Okay, Leah, over to you.
All right. So I am a former educator and I have taught children ages 2 to uh, 12, 13 for the last 20 years. And teaching is something that is in me. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was probably 5 years old. Like you, I'm also a knowledge seeker. Always researching something, looking up something, because, like you said, the information is abundant. And I have two little children, and I want to instill that in them as well, to be curious, to ask questions, not to take things at face value for what they are, but to um, find out things for themselves. And which led me to being a personal stylist. And more than that, I would consider myself a style educator. My goal is to educate my clients on how to get dressed every single day, how to make it easy for them, how to simplify it for them. So I've taken my background and the very thing that was inside of me, the teaching, and moved that over to styling. And I feel like it's just such a beautiful combination.
Amazing, and that's so beautiful. And one of the things that you said that I'm really holding on to is the fact that you're training your kids not to always take things at face value, but getting to know the truth for themselves. And that's very important, I tell you. And the fact that you are a stylist now, listeners, I can tell you that Leah is living what she's preaching. She's got this beautiful hair on and this wonderful makeup and the perfect dress that matches the both. So it's amazing. So the first question, let's begin from here. All right. Why does getting dressed feel so hard, especially for women? You see?
Because I feel that women overcomplicate things and they just have so many choices. So women, raise children. A lot of women are working outside of the home, and they come home and they make dinner and they make sure that the house runs smoothly. And so, um, picking out outfits often leads a lot of time to decision fatigue, because I have so many choices. I don't know what to choose. And
Mm,
I
mm,
also many other things going on in my life that it just makes it difficult for me to select something. So I either go with something that I always wear because it's comfortable, because I know that it's going to work, or I just pick random things and throw them on. And my goal is to, teach women how to present themselves in a good light, right? Because how you are, um, how you present yourself is how people address you, right? And I always tell them, like, I work a job, I own a business, I have two little children that I have to shuttle here, there, and everywhere, and I still manage to do it. So I'm trying to teach women my
mm,
systems, how to get dressed without making it so complicated.
amazing. And that's a great work you're doing. And it's very important because I know of someone who actually lost a particular offer because she just couldn't get the right outfit and she scattered the whole place, getting the right outfit. And it's been a problem. So, how can dressing feel easier again?
I teach women systems on how to get dressed. So, for example, I have a Substack newsletter, and every Sunday I put out an article and I give them ideas on how to put outfit combinations together so
Mm,
that it begins to feel like second nature once they start getting that muscle memory, right? And putting those outfits together. My goal is not for them to copy the exact outfit that I show them, or even the exact outfit that I show on my body. I want them to take the framework of what I give it and make it their own, because that's how you develop your personal style.
amazing. And that's an important one. Sharing those beautiful tips and insight through the newsletter.
Skill. I
Yeah.
believe that people can develop style if they feel like they don't have style. I hear that a lot from women, like, teach us XYZ because we are not stylish. Style is something that you develop over time. And I would say that I was always fashionable from the time I was little, but I really feel that I started developing my style maybe in the last 5 years, where I'm not leaning so much into trendy items, but I'm picking like what works for my body, the colors that I really like, the styles that I really like. And so, style is a muscle that you have to flex, and it's something that you have to practice, and you
Mm,
have to go through different iterations of style as you as a person evolve. So I
mm.
think that style evolves as you evolve as a person.
Yeah, and that's right. Because what you prefer some months back, you might not prefer it recently. I got that. So, I had a conversation with someone, and he told me, he said he's always very intentional when it comes to the kind of clothes that he put on. And I said, oh, that's great, but why? Then he said to me, he said, because clothes do support confidence. I want to understand, how true is that?
I would say that clothes contribute to confidence, but if you don't have that intrinsic self-worth like built in, and you
Yeah.
feel that you have confidence, then no amount of expensive clothes or
Mm,
fancy
mm,
on is going to uh give you the confidence that you're searching for.
mm. You must firstly be confident in yourself. Then the clothes or whatever it is that you put on might support that. I got that. Okay, so what about this one? What is a rule-free capsule wardrobe?
A rule free. Okay, so that is a series that I'm currently doing on my TikTok page,
Hmm.
and women were when capsule wardrobes came out some years back. Um, Women really bought into it because it was marketed as, oh, it's simplifying your life. You're picking from these three colors, white, beige, and black, and you're going to wear this minimalist outfit combinations. And then I think women started to realize, hey, this doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for my lifestyle. I really don't like these beige, black, and white colors. I don't like this minimalist aesthetic. I like color and a more maximalist style. And so I am trying to get women away from the thought of what a traditional capsule wardrobe is, that it has to be boring and beige, that it has to be minimalistic, but they can create their own capsule wardrobes for their lifestyle, for their personal style, and also for like colors and things that they like to wear.
Mm, minimalistic. I got that. Okay, so we have two more to go. All right. Let us talk about secondhand. Okay, so
Mhm.
how does secondhand shopping help?
Okay. So I'm actually going thrifting after this. But I personally love secondhand shopping because it is sustainable. There are so many clothes that are going into the landfill that, end up there because of overconsumption. And so I'm very mindful in my purchases. Secondhand, you also can find really good quality items that are made of natural fabrics, which is something that I'm also very passionate about. And secondhand styles are also not super trendy, right? They're not things that you may
Right,
see
right.
walking to the mall. And so that is a way to really help develop your personal style, is shopping secondhand, and also for the sustainability aspect of it.
And it saves money too, right?
Yes, yeah, so you can I've bought, like, leather, suede, silk, cashmere, like,
Hmm. Hmm.
items, and at, like, less than $5, less than $10,
Wow.
less than what you would go to the mall and buy them, so it does save money, but one misconception is that, like, oh, people who don't have money, shop secondhand, but which is quite the opposite, because you can get a lot of very expensive, well-made designer pieces
Hmm.
or inexpensive, and a lot of people who shop secondhand are very particular about the clothes that they wear.
I got that. So when shopping secondhand, what are the important things? shoppers should look for first?
Mhm. So they should go with a plan. Don't just go in the store and say, okay, I'm going to buy this. Like, what exactly are you looking for? I always make what I'm looking for very specific. Like, I'm looking for a white sweater, right? I say the color and what I'm looking for because it's very easy to get caught up in overconsumption in secondhand as well because the items are a lot more inexpensive than you would find at a uh, a retail store, so I can buy 5 items for the price of 1, and so a lot of people sometimes get caught up in the price of it, but it can still turn into overconsumption if you're not careful, but I would say go in with a plan, with a vision board, with things that you are looking, for if it's your first time, shopping secondhand so that you don't get overwhelmed with the selection.
Stack newsletter.
I've been doing it, I believe, since September is when my
Wow.
first article came out. And I write about 3 to 4 articles for the newsletter a week. I've gotten very good response. I'm a talker and also a writer. So I feel like it's a different form of content than my social media channels
Yeah.
and videos. And it's been very well received.
Amazing. I love that. That's a great one. So, to bring this to an end, Leah, what would you like to leave the audience with, like a final thought? And to those folks who like to reach out to you, learn more about the wonderful stuff you're doing, or even ask you questions, or be a part of your wonderful newsletter, how can that be possible?
So I have a website, and the website is www.houseoflbstylist.com. And you can reach me there when you go into the website for the first time. A pop up will come up where you can put your name and your email address, and I can add you to my Substack newsletter, and that's where you can find out about the series that I'm working on. And tell a lot of things in that newsletter. But just want to say thank you so much for having me on today. It was a great conversation with thoughtful questions. And just thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, dear. So that's going to be the end of the show, Leah. Thank you for coming. But before we go, can you repeat your website?
Yes, my website is www dot house of LB, my initials LB, stylist, stylist dot com.
Beautiful. So that's going to be the end of the show, Leah. Thank you for coming and thank you for
Okay.
sharing this lovely stuff with us. It means a whole lot. Thank you.
Thank you.